Hi everyone, I'm Sunil Nayak. In this chess video, we are going to look at top 10 basic checkmates that you absolutely must know. No matter how good you are at chess, you need to be able to spot these checkmates, whether you want to defend yourself or you want to checkmate your opponent. So stay with me till the end and keep watching Chess King. But before starting this video, again I want to tell something. If you are serious in chess and want to become a better chess player, then you can subscribe to my channel and like my videos. I have seen that most of my viewers are watching my videos but they don't subscribe to my channel. So please do subscribe to this channel guys, this is absolutely free. Let's start with Anastasia Mate. In such a mating pattern, knight and rook working together like this to trap the opponent king. You will also see this piece which is blocking the path of the king, that's why this checkmate has happened. Now check out this position. Can you find the similar check pattern like this? You can pause this video here if you want to solve this by your own. Well, to solve this problem, we can begin with the knight to e7 check here, so that we can push the king to the corner. Queen s7 check, that is a queen sacrifice, and king doesn't have any other space, so king will have to take this queen. And finally, rook to h5 is a checkmate. Now let's see the hook mate. This also involves rook and knight mate. But also we have a pawn along with the opponent's piece, which also blocks the path of opponent's king, so that king cannot escape from this check. In this checkmate, you can see the rook is protected by the knight and the knight is protected by the pawn. That is why this is called hook's checkmate. Now check out this game. You will also find the similar check pattern like this. So in this case, we can begin with the queen sacrifice check. If king goes here, then queen b8 is a checkmate. So black obviously will take this queen. Now after this, we have a rook to e8. In this case, if king goes to d7, then rook to d8 is a checkmate. Or else if king goes to b7, then rook to b7 is the checkmate. In this case, the pawn is protecting the knight and the knight is protecting the rook. That is why this is called hook checkmate. Alright, so the next mating pattern is the Arabian mate. In this mating pattern, both the knight and rook working together like this and trap the opponent king in the corner. Now the king can't take the rook because knight is protecting the rook, and also king can't go to g8 because the knight covers this g8 square. Now in this position, can you find the mating sequence for white? Alright, we begin with knight f6 checks. This pawn can't take this knight because of this pin, so king will go to h8. Now we can sacrifice our rook to h6 and we are giving check here. So king can't move, so obviously knight has to block this check. Then we can again capture the knight and give check, and this is a checkmate. In this case, instead of knight to s7, if pawn captures the rook, then also we can play rook to g8, and this is a checkmate. So this mating pattern is called Arabian mate. Okay, so now let's look at our fourth mate, that is corners mate. In this corner checkmate, we are confining this king to the corner and then we deliver the check by the knight. Now the king can't move because the rook is controlling the whole g5, so it's a checkmate. This checkmate is called corner checkmate because now the king gets at the corner. Now look at this position. This is white star. Can you find the winning continuation in this pattern? We start with the queen sacrifice. Black has to capture the queen by the bishop, and now we can deliver the checkmate by playing knight to c7 and confining that the king is at the corner. Now king can't come here because of this rook is controlling. That is why we call it corner mate. In this checkmate, we deliver the checkmate by playing rook to e7. Now this rook is supported by the third piece, bishop, and also we have supported our knight to block these two squares for the king. Now look at this. We can apply this logic here. Can you find the winning continuation here for white? Let's say if king goes to d8, then we can give knight c6 check, and king goes to again c8, then we can just give rook to c7 check. Now this is again simple checkmate. Now the knight is controlling these two squares, so king can't move anywhere and king can't come to the 7th rank also because the rook is controlling full 2nd rank. Okay guys, so till now we have covered 5 top basic checkmates in chess. If you have liked this video till now, then you can hit the like button. Now look at some checkmates with rook and bishop. In such a mating pattern, we attack the opponent king in the bank rank by our rook, and we have bishop to protect this rook. Now this is a checkmate. In this type of checkmate, you will also find a piece from the opponent, or it can be a knight or bishop, which will block the path of king, and this will result to a checkmate. This checkmate was named after implementation by Paul Morphy, so this is called Opera Mate. In this position, can you use this tactic to checkmate the black king? Okay, so again we have to start with the queen sacrifice check. Now did the first move to take this queen by king. Then we can just open up our bishop and come to e6, and this is a double checkmate. Okay, so now look at the Reti Mate. In this mate, we will try to trap the king in his most of the 4 pieces so that he cannot escape from these pieces. We'll attack by our bishop to d8, and now this is a checkmate. King can't move here because this rook is controlling the whole file, so this is a checkmate. The Reti Mate is named after the legendary Richard Reti, who just checkmated his opponent within just 11th move. This was the position he was playing as white here. So he started off with the queen sack. Now king has to capture it. Then he gave the bishop g5 check. Now this is a double check, so king has to move. And thereafter he played rook to d8, and this is Opera Mate, which I showed you earlier. But black went to c7, and here Reti played bishop to d8. Now you can see the king is trapped by his own pieces, and that is why we call it Reti Mate. Now moving on to Morphy Mate, which is named after the great Paul Morphy. In this case, we will use our bishop to f6, and now this gives a checkmate. Now the king goes to the g file because rook controls it, and this confines that king should be in the corner. Here, let's look at this example. We have to checkmate this black king. Can you find the continuation here? Here in this case, we have to remove this pawn, so we can give check by rook to g7. King cannot capture the rook because bishop is protecting, so king will have to move to h8. Thereafter, we can just simply capture the pawn, so it will be a discover check. Now king has to move, so king will come to g8. Then again we can give check on rook to g7. King will go to again h8, and now since the pawn is eliminated by the rook, so we can just play the rook to g3, and now this is again a discover check. So now there is no space for the king to move to g file, so the check has to be blocked. Now queen comes here to block the check, so we can again recapture it, and then rook blocks the check. We'll again capture this. Now this is a checkmate. This is called Morphy's checkmate. The next pattern which I am going to show you is Pillsbury Mate. It is a kind of variation of Paul Morphy's Mate. In this position, we can just simply give a check by moving our rook to g1, and king can go to h8 because bishop is there. Now look at this example. Now in this position, we have to start with rook to g7 check. Now king goes to h8. Now what? We will sacrifice our rook to g8. Now king has to capture because this is force. Now we can give check by moving our rook from a to g1. Now king can't go to h8 because bishop is controlling the h8 square. So basically it's a checkmate. The queen can cover this check, but again we can capture the queen, and it's checkmate. This is called Pillsbury Mate. Now moving on to our last checkmate pattern, that is swallow's tailmate. In this position, you will deliver the checkmate by playing queen to d5. Now rook protects the queen, so king can't take it, and king's own pieces are blocking its path, so king can't escape from this check. Now this somewhat resembles the swallow's mate, so this is called swallow's tailmate. So this is it guys for this video. We have seen top 10 basic checkmate patterns which will help you to find out in your game. Now if you like this video, you can hit the like button, and you can subscribe to my channel so that you will get more videos. Thank you so much guys for watching this video. So in my next video, bye.